Hey guys, I want to talk to you about the training last night. So I went with one of our other associates, and who plugs into everything is going to do great. I just know, and I can't wait for them to do great. So we went up to Allentown to George's training, and he had a special guest with him. This guy's name is Brian Raphael. Now this guy is from New Mexico. He built himself into a senior director in New Mexico. Now, if you don't understand what that means, New Mexico is a non-energy state. So he basically did it off of cell phones, which is amazing. I think George said he was his first senior director in a non-energy state. So Brian Raphael is an amazing guy. He's a military guy, very inspirational, has a real love for humans. And the training really centered around self-development. And if you're not developing yourself, your business is going to flatline. And I've seen it happen to people. I tried to warn them. I knew it was going to happen. And sure enough, it happened. And their business has flatlined. They have zero duplication. People are not doing any work in their business because they're following the example of their leader who is not doing anything. And that'll happen to anybody who doesn't want to put in the work and doesn't want to develop. So Brian talked about a few things, and one of the things that he talked about was if you change your words, you change your life. So what that means is the way that you talk about a situation or the way that you talk about things actually influences your thoughts, and that influences then your actions, which influence your results. So if you can change the way that you say certain things, every time something comes up, if your first reaction is a negative saying, oh, that sucks, or just something negative, try to change that a little bit and just try to say something more like, oh, that's inconvenient, or oh well, or something along those lines. Not only is it going to be more positive for you, it's also going to be more positive for the people around you, which is in turn going to make you more positive. So control your language, watch your language, and try to make it positive language. And that'll change your life. I mean, that'll change the outcome of a lot of situations. And I think you'd be surprised because that's something I've tried to implement over the past couple months. And I noticed a difference. It's going to take practice. Obviously your first reaction is going to be instinct, but it's going to take some practice. You're going to have to think about it before you say it, but you might be surprised by the results. So the other thing he talks about is, you have to dream big. If your dreams aren't keeping you up at night, you're not dreaming big enough. Spend time every day. First thing when you wake up, reflect on the night before. Think about what you're going to do that day. Give thanks for just being alive and for everything that you have. Halfway through the day, think about your goals for the day again. And then towards the end of the night, think about what your day was, how it was, and then think about the next day. Constantly be reflecting, self developing. What did I do wrong? What could I have done better? What did I do right? And praise yourself for the things that you did right. Give yourself credit for the things that you did right. This shouldn't be something you should sit down and beat yourself up about. And another thing that really stood out to me, and this is going to be the last one because I want to make this short. I'm running out of storage on my phone. So the last thing he said is, the total is more than the sum of the parts. Now, I've heard that before, and what that means is he actually gave an example. It's called the Clydesdale effect. So apparently a Clydesdale can pull 700 pounds by itself. So you put two of them together, you think you're looking at 1,500 pounds. It turns out it's just under 3,000 pounds. Now, I have no idea how that works. I'm not sure what the physics are behind that, and I don't think he was sure. I don't know if anybody's sure, but to me it just shows that the importance of building a team and working together and taking the people who are willing to do the work in your team and really running with them and spending the time with them to develop them into the leaders that they can be so that they can teach their people and create that duplicatability. I don't even know if that's a word, but duplication. Try to build a team. This is a people business. You have to be focused on helping somebody. This is not a selling business or a marketing business. This is a people business. If you go into every interaction with the intention of truly, genuinely helping somebody, you're going to experience much better results. So it was great training last night, guys. I wish you all could have been there, but we got a lot out of it. It wasn't what I expected, but it was well worth the trip. So hope to see you guys at the next one. See you.